Hello, guys, what is going on? I am AkumaNexus, bringing you here Dragon Ball Super episode review here today, because I don't even know what episode it is, and I literally just finished watching it. But that's how bad my memory is. 54! If you're enjoying, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'd love to hear your feedback down below in the comment section. Zamasu is an obnoxious, annoying cunt bitch. Like, is it just me? I don't like Zamasu. I just don't like him. He's some pity, obnoxious asshole who holds this type of grudge over humans when he hasn't even interacted with them. I mean, Goku isn't even human. He's 100% Saiyan. So, in theory, he hasn't really reacted or acted. It hasn't had any type of, like, conversation with a human. I guess if he looks human, Saiyans look human, you know, because, you know, they just look human. They're like alien humans is what they are. So, I guess, but, like, even still, like, you just got your ass beaten by a human if you want to go there. Like Zamasu, take the L. He just cannot take an L. He's so annoying. He is complaining about everything. He's just holding this grudge for no apparent reason. He holds it because they watch over what, like, everybody does. That's a Kai's job. And he just thinks that he should intervene. And, like, he's talking about doing genocide, like eradicating a race because he thinks what they're doing is stupid. Like, he's not even being patient. Like, you can tell this nigga Gomasu is patient as shit when he's all like, oh, let's just wait 1,000 years and see what happens, you know? He's like, eventually within 1,000 years, as we watch, good things and prosperity will occur within this race on this planet. There was this race of these, like, giant humanoid dinosaur looking things, and they're beating the shit out of each other, and eventually over 1,000 years they became a little bit more civilized, but at the same time still very brutal and bashful. So a little bit changed. There was slight change. He never said there'd be massive change. He said it would be change, and there was slight change, but Zamasu is just very annoying, and I do feel like he actually might eventually become black. He's going towards a direction, and everything, especially within this episode, is tying up to him maybe eventually, like, becoming black. You know, he might go through something to become black, because they discussed here today about the Patar rings, right? And Gomasu, and he said don't put it on, we can merge and shit like that. What I might think might happen, and it's just a crazy bullshit theory that probably may not even happen, but it's just some thoughts and just for discussion, that he might, like, fuse with Gomasu, and then, like, that's why the Kai or the Ki might be a little different. That's why Zamasu's and Black's Kais are definitely different. He would then engulf and have a completely evil Kai then, eventually over time, allowing his grudge to go through, eradicating multiple races and just going out within the human race, which we do see in the future. Black does go and eradicate the human race. He completely does genocide, like the entire human race is dead. It is even almost non-existent is what the human race is. They're almost non-existent. And it's just like, he does a lot, essentially, and this series is just getting more bullshit, and I probably should stop talking. I'll stop talking, but I thought it was pretty cool, too, how Trunks does train up with his father, and his father opens up his eyes and says that just because we are able to defeat Black doesn't mean that you are held. He's having way too much hope into Goku and Vegeta. That's what I don't like about Future Trunks, even for, like, the whole Android and Cell arc. He didn't, like, he trained, but he didn't, like, non-stop crazy train. In fact, he was just a Vegeta training partner, and that showed more within this episode with that Android and Cell arc. Because Vegeta would not have gotten to Super Vegeta had he have not had Trunks, or it would have taken him a lot longer. He confirmed that. So, in reality, he's relied way too much on Goku and Vegeta, and what he needs to do is he needs to become stronger himself in order to take on these future villains so he doesn't need to come back to the freaking past every single time. The only time he did something is when he prevented the birth of Majin Buu. Had Majin Buu have been born, I don't think he would have been able to handle Majin Buu. Even Fat Buu, I don't think he would have been able to handle that, because eventually he did learn to go Super Saiyan 2, but we could even see that Super Saiyan 2 Goku wasn't even enough, or Super Saiyan 3, so no, he could not be able to handle it. He definitely could not, you know, even though, of course, we're not going to talk about this. I'm getting off topic. Point is, though, is that when Vegeta opened up his eyes to where he needs to be able to be strong enough in order to handle these future enemies on his own. Black isn't only going to be the only enemy, and he made a very good point here. Black is not going to be the only enemy in the future. There are going to be other enemies, and you need to be strong enough to hold your own. So what I think is, well, I'm hoping that Trunks does unlock Super Saiyan Blue. He might go down the Vegeta route, which is his father's, so I would not be surprised. Skip Super Saiyan 3 and then go into Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan 3, and I think we could all agree on this, it's pretty irrelevant. It was only relevant towards the last arc of Dragon Ball Z, and even then it didn't do much. It had very little limelight. He was beaten the crap out of in Super Saiyan 3, and then he eventually killed Kid Buu in regular state Super Saiyan with like the Super Bomb. So the Super Spirit Bomb. So like, and then the beginning of like Dragon Ball Super, Goku gets washed as Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus with a flick. So it's pretty irrelevant, you know. I can tell Toriyama's trying not nuts about Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan Blue is more along the attraction here for Dragon Ball Super and just for all canon Dragon Ball Z, you know. So I feel like he's just gonna skip Super Saiyan 3 since it's pretty irrelevant, and he's gonna just jump towards Super Saiyan Blue. I could definitely see that happening, so that's exactly what Vegeta did. You know, he's literally going through the exact process of Vegeta, you know, having a planet almost being destroyed and he can't do anything about it, just like Vegeta had Super Vegeta, planet Vegeta destroyed and he couldn't do anything about it, he was weak. So going through the same thing, I think Vegeta can understand that, and he's opening up his eyes saying that you need to be strong enough to take on these enemies, and you need to be strong enough just for yourself. And I was like, God bless Vegeta, God bless, spit that truth, spit that real. But Zamasu, he's annoying. We're tossing bullshit theories left and right, but no one really knows at this point. Sure, there might be some things tying towards it, but we still know absolutely nothing, next to nothing, about Black Goku. The only thing we know is that Zamasu has similar Kai as him. Or Ki, Kai, whatever. I totally forget the pronunciation for it all the time. It's back and forth, but you know what I mean. They have similar Kai. I think once the evil within him grows stronger, then that Kai might be the same as Black Goku, because the evil within him right now, it's building up as we can see, but it's nowhere near how strong it is that Black's is. So maybe, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Do you think Zamasu is actually Black? You know, even though that Whis just debunked it within this episode that he's guaranteed not Black, but then Beerus counter put it right there and says you never know that actually, he could be. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments down below. With that being said though, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.